Okay. Now we're able to do this properly. Okay. Um, ladies and gentlemen, in lieu of the incidents, I've been tasked to make a video for the Black Manosphere Show of the Week. And of course, and they're like, why don't you bring this up? So I'm gonna have to bring this up directly. I'm gonna say some things that I'm gonna be a little bit humorous about this because this is crazy. But I'm gonna say some things you're gonna understand, you're not gonna understand, maybe. And I'm gonna say some things that refers to this incident, these people in this incident, the things surrounding this incident, but also the modern relationship. So first, let me just start by saying, first, OJ died and not this. This is crazy. So here's the thing. I'm trying to figure out some things, you know, and one of them is this: like, first and foremost, what'll make you so mad that you'll run down a hotel lobby with a towel on to stump somebody out, like to stump a girl out? Like, what was going on? I want to know. It's just, I'm curious because, like, you can't put on no drawers, no nothing. You just nothing. Like, you just not like you fresh out the shower sliding. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Second thing, I just was like, what's going on here? You mean to tell me you can't hear all that stomping coming down the hall? Like, run. I mean, I know it's 8 years ago, but I'm thinking to myself, run. Like, what are you doing? You just gonna sit there and hear that dum 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 dum. Like, hit the stairs. Hit the stairs. Like, you gonna let him yank you to the ground like that? Yank the towel on the way down. If he gonna beat you, you better fight. You are not Tina Turner. I swear for God, you're not Tina Turner. Like, Tina Turner would have fought. That's the other thing about this whole situation. And when I say like the modern relationships, right? Why am I saying what I'm saying in the title? Simple. Because you have all these things about relationships all on social media, panels, shows, podcasts, and we've heard the toxic thing for years, right? But we also heard, who would you rather date? A drug dealer, scammer, or somebody with a 9 to 5? What have you heard for years? I want somebody with some edge, or somebody with a dope that's a dope boy, or somebody that's aggressive, or somebody that I feel is alpha. Eh, But they gotta have money, but they gotta be street, but they gotta be corporate. So I want somebody who's a little violent, and it's like, okay, all right, so that's what you got. I mean, so then you go, ladies, but if you would a man and he got money, he could be violent. And I'm like, it was always silly to me to hear that because they went from rich man that they thought was attractive and he had an edge to him to he gonna be violent. And it's like, well, okay, this is one of them situations. And just like the situation, I gotta ask the question, well, why you go back to this fool? See, I'm a little desensitized to to the assault. I'm not with it. I'm not cool with it, but I'm desensitized. I've seen worse stuff in my house in 85, 86, and 87, as a child. I'm just being honest with you. But why go back? It wasn't for the kids because you ain't got no kids. It wasn't because you was married because you wasn't married. Why go back? Why? I don't understand it. I never did. I never did. Like, so at some point, it's a bad spot. It's a bad relationship. He got all the power because he got all the money. But this happened and you go back? And a lot of y'all don't want to hear this, but this is just like when people ask the question, how can I put this? When people wonder about when a person has a stereotype, this is the type of man I want, the type of relationship I want, and I want to have, I want him to be rich, I want to be handsome, I want to have edge, I want to have freaky sex, and this is the synopsis of how it can all go bad, but you still go back. What the, like, what are you doing? Because he got money. Okay, all right, okay. He got money, obviously. He got money, and he paid. They say it's alleged. I don't think he paid $50,000 to hide the tape because the tape is here. And if he did pay, I just got to say that's the worst $50,000 ever paid for anything in human history at this point. There is no way that is like. If honestly, I saw the apology today, and I gotta say, like, you should have been more honest in the apology and say, for the person who I paid off, if I was the person, if I paid a person, for the person that I paid $50,000 to that, get rid of that tape, I just put a hit out on you. I just put a hit out on you. You just, this is trifling. This is bad. Because I would never, like, what? I paid you for that. So that's a whole nother thing. But just like the modern relationship, how many of you folks then got caught emails, screenshots of your texts, you know, uh, um, voicemails, photos, videos sent from one phone to another, and you thought it was all good just a week ago, and the person that you thought had your back threw you right under the bus. This is no different. So all you guys who got all these pictures in your phone, and you let this girl take all them pictures, just like them guys be sleeping, and she be taking pictures and videos of, oh yeah, that you got caught up. Definitely got caught up. Like I said, I saw the sorry video, and my grandmother used to say, yeah, you are sorry. You sorry you got caught. So that's true. You sorry you got caught. I'll be sorry too, because that was bad. That was bad. But then people go, your career's over. I'm looking like, whose career is over? Y'all act like this is 99 or something. Like Biggie just died. Like that man had a tribute like a year ago. When you have a tribute, that means it's already over. Like that's the back end of your career. What's gonna happen to him now? Well, I tell you what's gonna happen to him. He's just gonna be like Mel Gibson. But Mel Gibson was on tape in that film. Yeah, but he'll be back in 5-6 years doing cameos and B movies, trying to, clean up his image a little bit. That's what's gonna happen. He might start giving out free beats to some of you young artists, it's charity. Y'all, well, it's a banger, he might make a hit for me. So this is bad. It's bad. There's a few other things about this that are perplexing to me. I gotta, and some of this stuff I just gotta ask, and I gotta say some of this stuff. I'm compelled. It might be too early, but I'm compelled. If I got $30 million, do I really want to tape out of getting whipped like that? I already got the money. But I mean, Tyson Fury just probably made $30 million getting beat up by Alexander Usyk, in a boxing match, and she got pay-per-view heavyweight money. I seen people get beat up all the time, and they ain't get $30 million. I'll be jealous. For all the people who got beat up in the world, I'll be mad. I'll probably be a hater. Like $30 million. Like, my grandmother beat the brakes off me. I wish I could get $30 million out of her. We'd be cool. We'd be cool after that. I just, granny, you know what? That was wrong of you, but 30 million. Now, maybe that's just me. But to not let it go, I'm scared that she's gonna get sued. That's what I'm like, look, chick, it's no way you're gonna get sued. Oh, and by the way, this is why I say bringing this to modern relationships. Here's what I have an issue with her and ladies who want to overlook a certain thing. Because, you could say he's a bad guy. You could absolutely say that. But here's the question, and I'm not going to say evil, right? But I'm going to use an analogy. There is no way that you can date or marry Dracula and you're an angel. There's no way. So though he did wrong, though, yeah, he terrible. You was with him for a long time. I know you got some stuff with you. I just can't. You're not an innocent angel. I just got to say that. It just don't come across that way to me. But that's just my opinion. And I'm saying that because that's the modern relationship. You paint a person as a bad person, they do some bad stuff, and then people look at you like you the victim, and you ain't done nothing wrong. And I can't rock with that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. But I do I believe she got done dirty? Absolutely. So let me go into this also. Just for the record. Just a few things. When you're for you fellas out here who think, I'm a player and I could be with any woman I want and I can have a main chick and a couple of other chicks and everybody gonna be cool with it. You stupid. You're stupid. And if you're rich, you got to pay all of them in some way, shape, or form. You're stupid. And some of you guys out here like that, you know what I'm saying? I got a little bread, you know what I'm saying? I can have her and her and her, and it's all gonna go all right. No, it's not. No, it's not. Obviously, it's not. That dude like a billionaire. It's not. And whoever wanted to get him out of that alcohol deal, boy, you did a good job. Jesus, you did a good job. And for you ladies out here who think, oh, if I could put up with all this stuff and I'm owed something. Yeah, to a degree. Yeah, to a degree. No. Because if you get with somebody who's suspect and you suspect too, and they do suspect stuff to you, and you want them to pay you for being suspect with them, that's bad. That's bad. I'm sorry, that's bad. But the reason I got to bring up this and say it's part of the modern relationships is because all these stories coming out. And by the way, how fast is TMZ and Tubi? Like, they got a whole like saving R. Kelly Diddy version already up. Like, y'all telling me y'all done had a lot of this on tape for years. Before I get into the next part of this, I just want to say something. If you rated two houses a month ago or a month and a half ago, whatever it was, and what came out right now was a hotel in Vegas and nothing in the house, I'm nervous. Because either you ain't got nothing that's in the house or you got a whole lot of stuff that's in the house. But I'm nervous. But I'm gunning to, I don't know if you got anything in the house because you would have brought that out. You went 8 years ago. And by the way, just for the record, that video came out, was it 2014? 2014 when that happened? 2016 when that happened? Something like that. 2016? Yes, 8 years ago, 2016. The only person, and I could say the only person that could really be mad about losing a career in this whole scenario was Ray Rice. Because he'd be like, man, they hid his tape for 8 years. You couldn't hide mine for 4 or 5 so I can get a couple more yards and a couple more dollars? Man. Like I said, first OJ died, now this boy. Boy, brother's going to be the face of everything. For all you people who, I ain't drinking Ciroc no more, and I ain't messing with the De Leon no more. Just for the record, I'm not really a drinker. Because I know some of y'all gonna boycott like that. I just want to say this. I'm not telling you to buy it. I'm not telling you to support it. I'm not telling you none of that. But I'm just gonna say alcohol has been been like the accomplice in a lot of domestic violence cases. So just because you're not buying Ciroc anymore does not mean Anheuser-Busch is not whipping up on chicks. Jack Daniels is not whipping up on chicks, and Hennessy is not whipping up on chicks. Just for the record, okay? Just for the record. I just want you to know that. Because some of y'all are crazy. I ain't never drinking that again. And then you out here in a relationship, getting drunk, partying, and tearing stuff up in houses and hotels all over the nation. But I ain't like Diddy. You're exactly like Diddy. It's just you ain't rich and famous. I just wanted to, make that point, right? Just make that statement. And why this is like modern relationships? Because what happens when you have two predators preying on each other? That don't end in a holy matrimony. He with her because she a freak and he could pay for it. She with him because she a freak and he gonna pay for it. I'm sorry, that's never gonna end well, folks. And this is the regular relationships in these streets. I see you on Instagram. I see you in the streets. I see you shaking that thing, you twerking that thing, you busting that thing wide open. I got this bread. All I want to do, is zoom, and the boom, boom, and go raw. A couple of thousand times. And what are the girls gonna say? Get the bag. Get the bag. And now this lady gonna be a victim for the rest of her life. But let me rewind something. It's, I don't know if it's true, but it was like it's the freak off party in the hotel being freaks. Do they have footage of the other people in that hotel room since it was such of a freak off party? I just want to know, like, if you got footage of him running down the hallway like the Ultimate Warrior or any WWE star as soon as when Royal Rumble come down, like he's running with a towel on, like that still bothers me. I have never seen that in my life. I've never seen somebody so mad that they don't put drawers on. I've never seen that. That is a whole new, because in a normal setting, you're going to get your ass whipped running around with a towel ready to fight. Man, woman, or child, they going to yank the towel. You're going, and you're going to catch them hands. Cassie's not street smart. Diddy's stupid. That was terrible. That was terrible. All them shiny suits, and now you got this man running down the hall with a towel on, naked. This is crazy. Anyway. Why this is like the modern day relationship is because everybody's pointing, this is so bad, and that's so bad, and that's wrong, and that's not right. And if you got a family somewhere on Memorial Day, you're going to have some family members that have the exact same relationship, and y'all going to sit at a table, eat barbecue, eat somebody potato salad that people in the family verified as good potato salad, and y'all gonna say he's so messed up. Y'all gonna have conversations with men who beat women, who've been beating women for the last 20, 30 years about how bad Diddy is in relationships. And y'all gonna have conversations with women who scam men about how bad he is. This is why, and everybody's gonna say he's wrong. Even the people doing it. It's just, this is crazy. I'm not saying he's not wrong. I'm just saying the hypocrisy is what I like to point at. Just the hypocrisy, just a tinge of the hypocrisy. You can say you glad it's on tape, absolutely. But by the way, folks, he can't go to jail for that. I know for you ladies that's upset, and I'm gonna get into that part too, because if I'm not mistaken, the statute of limitations is up on that. So here's one thing that I gotta say: this, you mean to tell me you had a tape for 8 years, and in 5 of those years, you could have actually locked them up for that assault, dead to rights. And the person who quote unquote got paid $50,000 held on to it. So they got paid again, folks. They had to get paid at least $100,000 to give somebody else the tape. Like I said, worst $50,000 ever spent in mankind. So now that that's out, I got a question, like, why didn't you bring this out earlier? Because I'm not buying that part. Like, and what I mean by why this is like modern day relationships, people go out of their way to expose people after the fact. After the fact. You could have actually did some real true work and justice, but you expose this person after the fact. Which means a lot of y'all was still on the take. A lot of y'all was still eating off that dude. And it was all good because y'all was eating off of him. It wasn't all good, but it was all good. You get what I'm saying? Which is trifling. Because once again, I gotta, because when you get on social media, you hear people, I'm gonna expose this person, I'm gonna dox this person, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I want to show everybody this person has a bad character. Well, I mean, that's evident now. That's evident. Okay. Evident. But for all you people surrounding this situation, I got to look at your character too. I really got to look at y'all with a side eye because it's like, hmm, you know, my back hurting right now, like he kicked me in it. So why did you go back? For all the people who was working with him, why y'all still stayed? Money. The same reason, like they see, sometimes people don't want people in jail, they want people to pay. And this is why I say this is like the modern relationships, because how many times have we heard he's abusive, he's toxic, he beat me, he assaulted me, he this, he that. Let me get an order of protection or something, but I don't want to lock him up. But what I do want is a payday. I need extra alimony. I need extra child support. I need a monetary payment. No jail time, please, because I need that bread. Because if he's guilty of something that can get him locked up, he can't pay me. Because you already found him guilty. No, you could go to civil court. But civil court has limits, well, I guess, with some of these things. That's what I'm guessing. But it's a problem. It's definitely a problem. I can't get around that this is a problem. I ain't trying to get around that, by the way. The other thing, I blame Cat Williams. Cassie and Cat, boy, because you got to tell him no. You got to tell him no. Now, here's another fun fact about this whole scenario that just kind of, they together, but they're not together, but it's a whole lot of cheating and a whole lot of dating other people on both sides. I've never seen a scenario where people are together and they're effing with other people and it works out well. I'm sorry. It doesn't work with married couples. It doesn't work when you're swingers. It don't work when you're just out here dating. It never ends well. So, ladies and gentlemen, this idea that you just gonna date this person, be tied in with this person, and then leave and come back and leave and come back and go here and come back, it's never gonna go well. It's never gonna go well. This is evidence, right? It's evidence. But how much should you get paid if you out here cheating too? That's just a curious question. I was messing with my wife about that last night. I said, you know what? If you take half, because you went through some things, I should get half back because I went through some things too. 25%. 25%. That's my opinion. And now I'm pretty sure, boy, and this is what gets me. There's always been rumors. Now you see rumors are true. Damn, spilled my drink. Now you see the rumors are true. So now this make every other rumor true. Oh, he beat this one, he beat that one. He Macho Man Randy Savage came off the top rope on that chick. He was doing the most. And then I got to ask the question. Because they're going to say the woman that died, Kim, was abused. The other girlfriends along the way was abused. And I'm going to say, yeah, possibly. And I'm also going to say, it's another thing about this that's problematic. They all stayed too. That's problematic. Now, the other thing with relationships, when I say it's the modern day relationship, I'm saying this because people have a type. People have a type. And this situation shows two things. But I'm going to say it this way, because I was talking to my lady about this. She was like, I don't get why you looking at this sideways sometimes. I said, you know how everybody was looking at Diddy when he was dating Young Miami? Like what? We know she a thought and she using him and she out for the money and she own some other stuff and we know he owns some other stuff. I was like, what makes you think that Cassie was Young Miami then? Young Miami, all like if you go look at Diddy and go Young Miami, everybody he ever dated was just a version of Young Miami. That's how I'm gonna put it for y'all. He got a type. Some of them are light Young Miami, some of them dark Young Miami, tall Young Miami, short Young Miami, Asian Young Miami, black Young Miami. They're all Young Miami. Okay. So the same thing probably been happening with all of them. But you don't think that you think he have a bad character, which he does. But you don't think to say that she got a bad character too. Because you can't picture Young Miami with somebody of good character. Just saying. And this is why I'm saying this is the relationship model, because basically what we have is a bunch of people getting together with bad character. Birds of a feather flock together, and one person is bad and one person is evil. And you look to the person that's evil as the bad person, and you skip over the other person being bad. Can't do it. I can't do it. Like I used a reference earlier. You know, that's like Dracula talking to God. But I ain't the devil, God. Yeah, I'm bad, but I ain't him. You should look over all my transgressions. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm not saying don't sympathize with that woman. I'm not saying that. There you go. Appreciate that, George. I brought that up. I ain't mad. He a bad man. Yes, he absolutely a bad man. Absolutely. Ain't no doubt about it. But since we're going to talk about it, all you guys out here with a wife and two girlfriends, that Diddy bad. Nigga, shut up. All you guys with a side baby, man, he trifling. Shut up. Shut your ass up. All you out here with a side chick, but I'm telling you what, I'm real. No, you not. But I ain't heard her though. Yeah, you ain't beat her. Just because you ain't beat her, don't mean you ain't heard her. It's a difference. All you ladies, he bad. He bad. Yeah, he is. But for all y'all out here, you know, scamming money from a guy, yeah, I'm gonna get my nails done. I need $200. $200, man. Who the fuck doing your nails? That's for all y'all. I need my rent paid. You know I do something real freaky if you pay my rent. You ain't no different. You are not. For all y'all flying to Dubai to do copping a squat on you. I got my money though. But did it bad? No, you bad too. Stop going into this life, through this life and through this world, being of low character, pointing at another person of low character, and not looking at yourself because it ain't as bad as you think. Stop it. This whole modern relationship model is trick and prostitute. What y'all think this is? Pretty Woman? What y'all think y'all Richard Gere is gonna be? These gonna be love connections out here? No, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. But hey, who am I, right? Because this just looks like regular relationships. It looks like when you leave the club, you ever left, and I don't go out like that no more. You ever, you left the club and somebody beating on somebody's car? Same thing. You go out and somebody walk up on somebody in a relationship. Oh, this is what we doing? And it's a fight break out. Same thing. You cash app and somebody to tell them to chill out and don't tell your significant other. Same thing. This is the modern relationship model to me. I'm just saying. First OJ, now this. Just saying. I'm not excusing it. I'm not putting it under the rug. I just want to put a mirror out to the hypocrisy. Like I said before, you should have brought that tape out 8 years ago if you had that tape. And here's another thing. I just thought about something. Y'all want to explain to me? There's no way around this. There's no way around. There's no way around what I'm about to say. I'm trying to be nice about this. I've never in my life seen a man that women thought was attractive that was either a womanizer or a woman beater or or or, uh, or some type of user. I've never seen that. I've never seen that guy run out of chicks. You see what I'm saying? Like I've seen guys known for smacking chicks up with another chick. You know he do that, right? He ain't gonna do that to me though. Mother. Oh, they found it in the rain because I'm trying to figure out how the what? I've never seen it. Because you ladies find them motherfuckers attractive. The only people I've seen women run away from like that is them evil looking, bad built dudes that try to be at strip clubs and pay for strippers. The ones that look like they just serial killers. Dude come in there with some khakis from 1980, stomach all out, just looking a mess. Like, I'll pay for it now. I get $200. Come on with me now. I got you. Just one of them, like a super pervert. Super perverts ain't gonna get it. But if you just work at Kenny. like women for something, y'all know that ain't good money. I ain't taking that. But if a dude come in there in some type of decent shape and night in a decent matching outfit, maybe some fake jewelry that look real that night because he just got it from that little jewelry spot in the mall, you going for it. Stop it. I think he got some money. Oh, you see in his car? Nick, stop it. You can't be an opportunist in these streets. And some of y'all don't want to hear that. Just for the record. Because I think that dude got like 10 kids. You was with the dude for 10 years. He got like 10 kids. And you ain't want to have no kids with him. Could you explain to me why you was still there? I ain't trying to have no kids with this nigga. But why are you still there? He getting everybody pregnant. And you still there? He getting everybody pregnant. He beating the brakes off of you. Running down the hallway, nigga with a towel, and you gonna stay? But then you want $30 million 7 years later. Or maybe you got PTSD. I don't know, but that's crazy. That's crazy. But it's modern relationships because some of y'all get into these relationships on these opportunistic bad faith relationships, and then after it's over, you got a story to tell. Like, I was with that guy and he just and he did that and he did this and he did that and it was the worst time of my life and I just and people, how long was y'all together? 10 years? What the fuck? I was down. No, you don't be down for that. Don't be down for that. 10 years, 10 kids. Like, what the what? What's the last straw? That's what I really want to know. Because sometimes, when it comes to these kind of relationships, these volatile relationships, I be trying to figure out what's the last straw. Because that would have been the last straw. That would have been the first straw. That would have been the first straw. Like, what? What? I had to get my ass whipped by a nigga with a towel on by an elevator, sitting on the chair throwing glasses down the back. Why you never ran? That's what I want to know. Why you? I just bothers me. Why you never ran? Like, Don't do that, ladies. Most ladies I know run. They do. They try to get out the house. They fight back. They run down the steps. The last straw is boredom. That's messed up. That's messed up, but that might be true. Like, man, my wife telling me, hey, it was sometimes you can't get away. They got all the money, they got all the power. I hear you. I get it. And this is let me tell you one of the reasons why this is a problem. Because from what I've seen with people with volatile relationships, that makes me skeptical. That's why I'm saying it's the modern. This is pretty much the modern relationship model. People don't want to hear it. I'm just saying a volatile relationship is the modern relationship model. It's because people get in these volatile relationships and they stay because they got to get their lick back. They stay to go tit for tat. They stay to I'm gonna stick it to you at some point. And it's like, well, you should leave if you got to get your lick back. But you cheated on me, I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna cheat on you. Or you mess with that, I don't know. You mess with this one person, or I'm you know what, I'm banging your cousin. Like, yeah, we still together. What? We still together? Now you still going out, still be in a relationship, still sleeping together. You hate each other, but you're doing hateful sex, and you still plotting on another way to wait till you go to sleep. Watch, I'm gonna empty out your bank account. Payback. I'm gonna get my lick back. What? To the point where you don't know who struck first and but you gonna know who's last because somebody got to leave. And it's like, yo, when we gonna, we're gonna cut this out. And I get it. Some people say, it's a power dynamic. And the guy's a powerful man, and powerful men got powerful reach. Wait a minute. Let me go back to something real quick. Keep 100. He said it was his tape. I saw it. I read it. I just thought about something. So that's the only tape they found in his house. If that was his tape, you mean to tell me he paid $50,000 for that tape and he didn't destroy it, and he got it 8 years later? You got to be the dumbest of the dumb. You need to put a hit out on yourself. Put a hit out on yourself. Just shoot yourself. Just go in the room and shoot yourself. You ain't got to kill yourself, but shoot yourself. Foot, thigh, something. Just don't get the artery. But you hit yourself with a bat or something. That's stupid. That's stupid. I thought that. Yeah, man. Listen, man. I don't know. I'm just mad that you pay $50,000 for a tape and they come out 8 years later. There's a certain protocol on cover-ups that just was not made in this scenario. I paid you to get rid of this, and it pops up 8 years later. There's something about criminal etiquette that is just completely wrong with this. But when P. Diddy want a party, you got to tell him no. You got to tell him no. I know somewhere Suge Knight is laughing in his cell right now. Just laughing in his cell. Death row, baby. You know what I'm saying? I know it. I know Suge laughing now. Yeah. Now that I think about it, it was L.A. He got caught on tape beating the chick. Boy, I swear. Boy, watch out, Dr. Dre. Watch out. Because they going to bring D Barnes back up. Eminem rapped about it on the album with you on the track. So you're going to be guilty. Guilty. They put it in the movie with the NWA. Boy, double, triple guilty. Boy, this is not going to go well. But I digress. I said, stick yourself like the Mac. Yeah, absolutely. This is another thing. Appreciate you, Pat. Like, it's just another thing that just because this irks me. if you're a man and you feel like you can get a lot of women, why, why, just why are you keeping one or five? Just be honest with yourself. Like, if you're gonna have a harem of chicks, have a harem of chicks. Stop trying to be a single slash, what do you call that? Not habitual, but a single slash consummate person. Consummate is not the word. A single person who always is in a monogamous relationship but always cheating. Nigga, just if you're rich enough to have a harem, have a harem. Stop being stupid. Took you 50 years to figure that out. I can't respect it. You worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Baby, I'm rich. It's gonna be you, and some other people, okay? That's how this gonna go. But here's the bright spot. At least they're not calling you gay no more. At least they're not saying you gay no more. They know you was with a woman because you was beating her in the hallway. At least I don't know if they're gonna have to morph no Diddy into something else. It's gonna have to, if a woman gets you mad and you get ready to strike, no Diddy, no Diddy. I'm not finna, like shout out to Lawrence Fishburne because he probably would never be the meme for a domestic abuser again when he was playing Ike Turner. It's probably gonna be Diddy. It's probably gonna be Diddy now. I don't know what movie or video they're gonna have a scene that he had, and they're gonna use him as the meme for when a woman's about to get beat. But I guarantee you, you're gonna see less of that Larry Fishburne, Ike Turner in that wig look. It's gonna be Diddy. It's definitely gonna be Diddy. No doubt about it. But that's a whole nother scenario. But once again, this is in my opinion. Just in my opinion, this is the modern day relationship. Modern day. Modern day. And people go, no, it's not like that. No, and I go, hop your behind on YouTube and Instagram and listen to all this stuff these people talking about. Listen. No, keep it 100. Say he a switch hitter. That video say he was a switch kicker, just for the record. He ain't a switch. I just had to say that he's a switch kicker. Out here playing soccer with that girl. He going to. You know what? This is another thing. I should bet everybody in the chat $100 that he gonna have a girlfriend, a public girlfriend in the next year. I just because he's not going to jail for this. If he go to jail for something else, then if he a switch hitter, he might have a public girlfriend in the prison. But we'll get to that if we get to that. But I guarantee you, he gonna have a girlfriend. I'm just saying. He gonna have another girlfriend. I don't even know if Young Mammy might still be there. I don't know. But he going through it. He need a down chick, He gonna get another one. They go, hey, gotta remember, man. Serial killers got girlfriends. Just for the record, serial killers. Hey, Charles Manson, I love you. Like, hey, you think a rich man who got caught kicking his girlfriend in the hallway not gonna have a girlfriend in a year? I beg to differ. I beg to differ. Now the question, I ain't gonna add that. That'd be trifling. Well, it wouldn't be trifling. Well, it could be trifling. Uh, I hate to say this. I hope it's not true. I don't know. I don't think it's true. It's not true right now, but I hope it's not true for her. Yeah, I know. I know the statute of limitations expired. Uh, Dana White slapped his wife in public. I'm talking about black people. White people do all kinds of stuff. Yeah, he slapped his wife. And everybody's like, well, he's white. You can't be black. Once again, the only person that should be mad is Ray Rice. Dana White slapped his wife, kept his job. Diddy kick his girlfriend, they waited 8 years for the tape to come out. Ray Rice, career's over. Can't run the power eye, can't run a swing out the backfield, nothing. But if I was him, Mason was getting he was. But at the end of the day, it's like, look, the only thing I hope that doesn't happen, they say Cassie got paid, cool, whatever. I just hope she don't wind up in another bad relationship. You get what I'm saying? Because from my experience, I've seen women who've been in bad relationships. Some of them go completely, 180, go in a completely different direction. Others, it kind of the drama and the arguments and the arguments and the fussing and the fighting is kind of staple. It's kind of a staple in their relationships. So I hope she don't get the money, get rich, and then really turn into the very thing she said, she was against with her ex Diddy, because that can be a possibility. I hope that ain't true, but I've seen it happen. Thus, when I say this is the model for modern relationship, I've seen women who say they was with somebody toxic and abusive, and they get in relationships, and they, I got to get a job. I got to have my own car, my own house, my own money, my own this, my own that. So y'all never be in the position to be a victim or dominated. And the minute they get there, they turn into the wicked witch of the Midwest, the West Coast, the South, or the East Coast. And it's like, here we go. So I hope that doesn't happen. But I'm saying that happens. I just had to say it. I just, like I said earlier, man, the pastor said, you cannot blame abuse on alcohol when everybody's drinking alcohol. I'm sorry. I just gotta say that. I gotta say that. Oh man, he was drunk, and Beyonce was drunk when she was smacking Jay-Z in the elevator. I just thought about that. Damn. You see the stark difference in that? This is stark. That wasn't Beyonce that was fighting him. That was Solange. But see, black man in the elevator getting hit by a black woman. That was funny. Black man running down the hallway, naked with a towel on, beating his girlfriend. Not so funny. I wish both of them were taken as seriously. I really do. It's never going to happen, though, because that's not going to happen. Not going to make light of that situation, but I'm just saying. People treated Solange like she was Mike Tyson. That's right, girl. Diddy, he's a piece of crap. You understand that? By the way, here's another fun fact. Time is one of those things where people kind of look over stuff. Why am I saying this? The music industry is full of, just the entertainment industry is full of stories, whether they be real or fake, or domestic violence. And this is one of the things I got to talk about in this scenario, just for the record. For the ladies, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I know y'all on Cassie's side, and you should be. For the guys, who on Cassie's side, you should be. But here's the issue. There have been so many lies and stories and people who got caught that, in my opinion, you can muddy the water as a man on any situation now. Because I said it yesterday. I was like, I'm glad he said he was sorry and he apologized. Because he could have just as well said, hey man, I ran down that hallway because she stole my stuff and that was in that bag. And it was wrong that I beat up, but I wanted my stuff back. She can't just steal my stuff, even if we're in a relationship. He could have said that and people would have actually took it with a sense of like, well, he did wrong for beating that girl like that, but you can't be stealing from people. Because so many guys have been robbed. So many guys have been, at a hotel. Even, so many bad scenarios have happened with men that we just at the hands of women that have been public. That even with this situation, in my opinion, it ain't as heightened as it would have been back in the day. Because we've seen too many shenanigans. Is it wrong? Absolutely. But it's past when with who was it? Quavo and Sweetie. That was that was he just trying to get his stuff back. This was this is crazy. And like I said before, first OJ died, now this boy. Now, just for the record, now all the guys Diddy have beat up over the years, you're not finna get $30 million like Cassie, okay? Just for the record, all you guys who didn't, he didn't hit you with bottles and hit you with weights, he didn't beat you up, smack you around. You cannot, as a man, I know you want to. I know you want to double back if you can and say, hey, I got assaulted. It's not going to work for you, buddy. It's not. It's not. So, just for the record, all you guys who think I'm going to come out, hey, man, Diddy did it. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. I know some of y'all want that to happen, but it ain't. You're not a victim, buddy. You're just a dude that got beat up. So, why do I add that to this? Because I'm going to tell you something. And there's no nice way to say this. If you look out in society right now, and you look at how people are in relationships but have animosity towards the opposite towards the opposite sex, what you saw on that tape is predictable. It's not right, but it's predictable. You've seen people on social media run people over, run into people's houses, run into businesses, pull out guns on people, pull out knives on people, bats, fight in the streets, fight in parking lots, have a gunfight in the house. It's predictable. You've seen people say, you beat me, and you've seen people say, hey man, you took this, that, and the third from me. It's predictable at this point. Predictable. And why so? And one of the negative aspects about this that people overlook, and why I'm saying is modern relationships, because even though they didn't have a kid together, you see this animosity with the modern baby mama and the baby daddy all the time. Only difference is the kid or kids are a buffer because they might take it out on the kid if they can't take it out on another parent. But you've seen this type of hatred. So at the end of the day, I'm looking like, yo, this is just, whether you like to admit it or not, this is the modern relationship. This is all this is. You might not see it as that because and because he makes music, you hear it in the music. There ain't no love in the music. It's all, look, listen to the men, you listen to the women. It's antagonistic. I'm gonna screw you over. I'm gonna screw you over. So let's get together and screw each other over. So the mindset is that. So now, like, are people going to take a look at themselves and go, you know what? I'm gonna stop doing this, that thirst. Women leave the non-abuse. Yeah, that's true. I mean, and here's the interesting thing. This is a complete different story than Jonathan Majors. Completely different. But it ends the same. For black men, hear me out. It's a completely different story than Jonathan Majors, but it ends the same. If you're a man who's running away from the drama, you're going to get in trouble. If you're a man who's running down the hall naked with a towel on into the drama, you're going to get in trouble. So you got one dude running all down New York City, from Brooklyn to Harlem to Manhattan to Staten Island, running from a white chick, in trouble. And we got a dude who I still don't understand how you didn't have time to put drawers on, run down the hallway with a towel on to beat his girlfriend. You definitely in trouble. And one chick was drunk, and one dude owns alcohol company. How you love that? On the East and West Coast. That's what I'm exactly, Dexter. That's exactly the problem. A lot of people in relationships like this. And so much so, I gotta say, here's the issue. If you're a person, if you're an adult, you might not like this situation with Diddy and Cassie. You might find it deplorable, despicable. But if you're an adult, and if you've ever been an adult who has this same mindset, you'll know it's you. If you've ever been in a relationship and it's too peaceful for you, and you got a problem with that, you are no different than Diddy and Cassidy. Cassidy, not Diddy and Cassie. No different. For all you people, it just wasn't. It wasn't. I didn't have that thing, that spark. It wasn't no drama. We didn't argue. It wasn't. It was just chill. We were just relaxing. It wasn't nothing exciting about that. You, Diddy and Cassie. If you're a man and if you constantly need attention, you Diddy. If you're a woman and you constantly, if you're looking for a man to put you on and put you in a certain spot and take you from point A to point B, and you're willing to leverage yourself for that way to come up, you Cassie. That's just the reality of it. It might not end in a fight. It might not end in you getting beat, but but the possibility is definitely there. If you're a guy, you need attention. If you don't get enough attention, you lose your mind. You might not be abusive to women, but it's definitely possibly there, because guess what? You need to pay more attention to me. You was looking at them, not me. Like, yeah, I've seen jealous. I've seen guys who were jealous of guys who weren't paying them any mind or their woman, because they wanted to be the life of the party per se. And I've seen guys the same way they say the freakers, like a swinger type people who, oh yeah, I'm cool with this. I'm gonna hit this one, and she gonna get hit by this one, and I'm gonna hit that one. Ends in a fight. Ends in a fight. You know. And you and I'm gonna say something. And I'm gonna say something that needs to be said. That's at the crux of a lot of this stuff. and this is for the ladies in particular. Guys are starting to. I see guys doing it too, but at a lesser degree. Ladies, if you get with somebody that you already know is with somebody and some other people, you know it's not going to end well, right? Like if you know, yeah, he got this person, he got that person, he on and off with this person, but when I come through, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna shut it down. If you got that mentality to think you're gonna come into a person who has a relationship or multiple relationships going on, and you're gonna be the special one, you stupid as a mother. Because now you enter in these relationships not only with an opportunistic mindset, but with an ego. It ain't gonna work well. You know, I said that earlier about the guys, but you gotta say that about the ladies, because a lot of you ladies, y'all think y'all could take somebody man, take somebody husband, you know, take this, you know, uh, um, turn this guy out to only be with you and only you, and you gonna, you know, leverage that and bleeding the man dry financially. That's not gonna work, dog. But you got to give a shout out to Cassie. She made more off of Diddy than every artist on Bad Boy ever did. Jesus. I know some of them. I know people like, man, I just should have got beat up by him. And he got 99% of the album sales and the publishing. And this chick got kicked in the hallway and got $30 million. God, should have never signed that contract. She the highest paid act that's ever been on Bad Boy. It's a goddamn shame. But you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and leave it at that, man. Because, in my opinion, like I said, you know, until we get past the point where we have to admit that the relationship dynamic that was set up with that is pretty much the norm now. It doesn't end that same way. You get what I'm saying? But it's pretty much the norm. All like you know, you remember that they had that phase where everybody wanted to be a power couple. This ain't power couple stuff. This is just, you know, you got it, I want it. And that goes both ways. And it's not going to end well. But tell me what you think later on in the comments after this, because I'm done. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Like I said, boy, first OJ died, now this. Boy, this is some crazy stuff. But peace.